And so when we start moving this way, you are growing in a way that no one else can teach you, no one else can give you, because it's literally a higher part of you working with you and through you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salow, and I help lightworkers and starseeds to remember who they are. And I know that many of you have this experience when you are connecting to a higher being, and you know that that higher being is you. And perhaps you connect to that higher being in your visions, and you can see that that higher being has a different form. Perhaps it has a different form of body. Maybe it's made of white light, or it's translucent, or it has a different form altogether. And you know that it's not like some angel or a different higher being, but you know that it is you. And so how does it all make sense? How can it be you and you here at the same time in this 3D reality? Well, it's because we are multidimensional. And so we can imagine it that we are now here in the present moment. Next to our present moment are many different versions of that present moment, so-called parallel realities. But we also exist in this way. We also step down from higher dimensions. In each of those higher dimensions, we still exist. We still inhabit the same space, same dimensions, and different parallel realities, and all of it is us. And so when we are connecting to this multidimensional aspect of us, what it means that we are connecting to ourselves from a different dimension. Sometimes it can be from a parallel reality. Sometimes it can be from the past. And sometimes you can connect to yourself, which is like the head, the main energy leading many other smaller fractions of you at once. And now, why is this happening? Why are we becoming aware what is happening to that multidimensional energy of us? It's because this is part of that remembering. This is part of so-called ascension. Because as we are exposed to the radiation, the emission of light and energy from our multidimensional self, it's literally changing our energetic bodies. And we are learning to hold that kind of energy and to integrate it. When we integrate it, we start to radiate that energy ourselves, and this sparks the process of ascension. When we are ascending, we are just basically following our footsteps, and we are following the same pathway as we came into this lower dimension. So when we were descending, moving down through the dimensions, and we start connecting to that multidimensional self, we start sensing and connecting to those energetic blueprints we have left in those higher dimensions. So it reveals to us the way we descended, because this is the same way as we ascend as well. And so when that multidimensional self starts connecting with you, and it will start, it's one of the levels of our collective growth. In one of those levels, in one of those initiations, we become aware of that multidimensional self. It's something that happens naturally. Some people can artificially open up to that experience, but for the majority it happens naturally. It's a divine process. Once that multidimensional self knows that you have integrated, at least to some degree, your emotional body, you are governing your mind, and you have mastered the physical body, and you have awakened to your soul's memories from different lifetimes on earth, then it makes sense for the multidimensional aspect of you to start working with you and to initiate that process of ascension. And so your multidimensional self can, as I said, it helps you with that ascension, but it can also teach you different skills. For simplicity, let's say that your 5D self will teach you the nature of time and how to work with time And then this is something that you can apply in your reality. Of course, there are some limitations to it because still the teaching will be applied differently in the 3D as it can be used in the 5D. But it's like teaching you. It's showing you the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom you have contained. And so you do exist in different dimensions. You do exist in different levels of consciousness at the same time. And so at some point you start awakening to that aspect of you. And this is a part of you that can really guide you. It can guide you so well. So we don't have to worry about channeling some higher beings. We don't have to worry about connecting God knows to what. You just really have to connect to your own self. So this way are those dimensions, like we are moving upward in this way. This way we are accessing different lifetimes on this planet and also parallel realities. And so when we start moving this way, you are growing in a way that no one else can teach you, no one else can give you, because it's literally a higher part of you working with you and through you. And multidimensional self can teach you the art of so-called resurrection or creating the rainbow body. It will help you to increase the amount of light you can hold within your energetic and physical bodies. It starts connecting you to the energy of the stars. It's like it's upgrading you on every level. And so you start tapping into the cosmic memory, your personal cosmic memory most of all, but also to the collective cosmic memory. And you start to orientate yourself in time and different dimensions to determine and know where you are being guided to by following that solar energy coming from the sun and from your multidimensional self. And so I know that some of you are experiencing this, that you are tapping into different aspects of yourself, and this is your greatest teacher. This is where the biggest work happens. And again, it's still true, we need to have the foundation, the physical, emotional, mental, and then there is that soul level. This is where is the true spirituality. And beyond that soul level, there is that multidimensionality. It happens in that sequence. Sometimes we can, of course, like awaken something before we have integrated something else. Then still, it's good to work on that foundation simultaneously. And please let me know down in the comments below your experience with your multidimensional self. I'm really curious to hear about your experiences. So let us know. I hope that you have found this video useful, and if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, like and share this video, and I'll see you next time.